So while the data center market has been growing really fast, there's a few stocks that you see in this movement that are the leaders. And we're going to get into this stock today. It's called Nebius stock. Nebius stock is ticker symbol NBIS. This morning in our market live session this morning, we were just trading TSSI. We've been trading APLD. They dipped down a little bit, down about 4%. TSSI here at the support level. We'll see if they hold. So we're anticipating a move up into that $8 to $9 range on there. If you ever want to tune on into our daily live trading sessions in StockMate, it's $200 off with the code down below for the holiday season, and you still get the free t-shirts. And I would love to see you there at Market Open tomorrow, because New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, we're still there. It's the second link, and it's the second link in the description to tune on in live. Let's jump into this company, NBIS. So NBIS has seen a lot of momentum. And the reason they've seen so much momentum over the last year, you could see this trend where they started trending from about $13 a share, pretty strong, up into here about 18 into $60 a share to $140 by October before selling back down to $77. So institutions have been highly attracted to this stock because of some of the recent data center deals that they've signed. So they recently partnered with Meta, and also they partnered with Microsoft for the building of data centers, construction of the infrastructure essentially. So they are a company that previously was built into, the company was Yandex, and then they kind of divested out from that company, and then now they're in Amsterdam, as you could tell, headquartered there, but they're listed on the US stock market, and you can tell that $22 billion market cap is pretty high when you got a revenue here of about 146 million. While they've increased their revenue and they had a massive positive net income in the second quarter, they still haven't seen their revenues surge to, let's say, 500 million, or that it would really fully match their current market cap. But as you can see, revenues are up 355%. So like every stock in the stock market in AI, it's pricing in for the future. Okay. So the financial side and the market side, we see more spending. You see them partnered with Microsoft, Blackwell deals. They got Meta deals as well, and the forecasts are really bullish. When we look at their revenue surging, net income looking a little bit negative, but the total assets now, this is where they start to justify their current price. Total assets have gone from just around 3 billion in 2024 to now $10 billion in assets by 2025 here in the last quarter reported, with total assets and liabilities surging. But really what you see is a large increase in their total assets. So while liabilities are kind of high, you see them up to about 5 billion, they still got 5 billion in equity, and the company is looking to continue to grow. So let's take a look at some of the deals and the near term as well. Okay, so before we even get into the Meta deals or the Microsoft deals, the short-term volatility is real for a few reasons, because you have this volatility hitting the AI market because one minute you got government spending increasing, or then you have another minute where you got tariffs on semiconductors, and then another minute you got people saying AI bubble. But then what's actually happening is all these big companies investing more. So despite we see, portfolio for me is down about 0.5% today. And you do see some of the pullbacks, except for Wolf stock. Iran is doing good. Broadcom is doing good today. But still, you get this volatility. So we've seen them pull down from $140 a share down to $75 a share. But nothing has really changed in the market. You look at their market, you look at their company here. They, again, have infrastructure here for AI. And you can see that they're saying it's no longer a distant promise. They are building vertically integrated AI infrastructure that accelerates AI innovation globally and at scale, with large-scale GPU clusters, Deployed across Europe and US, Nebius's full stack cloud platform combines the scale, flexibility, and reliability of a hyperscaler with the power and performance of a supercomputer. So, as you're looking at the leadership team, you see where they have some very nice teams that they're building out in multiple domains from other businesses. You see related to that looks like serve robotics with the delivery robots, and then you got the cars as well. But you also have the recent deals that they've signed according to their press releases. So they allow companies to scale with AI, right? So I could take my AI company, for example, here, Prophecy, which is our AI stock analysis company, and we personally already have a full infrastructure built out. But let's say we didn't, and I wanted to run Grok or OpenAI or Claude or Gemini, and I wanted to get an analysis of this stock, NBIS, there it is. And so I pull up my analysis here, and I'm getting my analysis available. You can see here that you have the projections, and we have the future projections for the different stocks. Okay, so now that we have this analysis moving, and I can see this projection, there's a lot of reasons why I'd want to use another company. Like let's say I want to look at a different company, or I want to use OpenAI or Claude. And there's a lot of companies that use AI at scale with millions of people. We have just over 100 users. But if you do, you need the computing power, or you need the company. So we have a back end that's already figured out. But if we were wanting to use Nebius, we would, and Nebius would allow us to tap in. So they work with NVIDIA. They got some large multi-billion-dollar deals with Microsoft and with Meta. So let's take a look at the investors, the investor hub here, events, see their latest press releases that they've had come out. UBS, all right, AI Cloud in the UK, all right. There is a $375 million investment in that company that looks like Serve Robotics, and maybe working with Uber there. They're backed by Uber. That's good to see. But then you got some other recent deals, okay, some offerings. This is where they started to really heat up, was this multi-billion-dollar agreement with Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft for AI infrastructure. All right, so in this deal, they signed a multi-billion-dollar deal to build infrastructure for Microsoft. Then in that same breath, they also were working with Meta as well. And so if big tech companies trust them, then you're going to see more growth, especially with their data center focus. And the token factory, what they build around the AI storage and the AI cloud, means a lot more companies are relying on this type of infrastructure. Personally, like I said, we have something set up. We use Google Cloud, which is more innovative in my eyes, and I think that they're more well equipped. But NBIS or Nebius, may offer, let's say, cheaper availability for certain companies, or maybe they have something that's they have a sales process where they go directly to other companies, in this case Microsoft, and help them set up their AI infrastructure. And so, they're kind of like the bridge for companies to set up AI infrastructure. And as you can see, it's working with Microsoft and others. So that's great, but they've recently pulled back despite having great news. And they're down to this $78 price point they sold down to, and recovered back to 90 here over the last 3 days. They recovered about 16%. Right, so in the near term, you do see they're trying to push above this blue line, this EMA. Oftentimes, it's going to act as resistance in a bear market, and then in a bull market, it's going to act as a support, holding above that blue line. You can see that blue line acting as a support when it's bullish, and then acting more as a resistance when things go bearish, which it has been. So now it's trying to hold above that EMA. So the $90 support level would be key to watch, and you'd be looking for them to continue up into this level around $140 a share if they're truly going to remain in the trend they're in, which would be a 57% increase. Now in the near term, nearest target and resistance would be this previous support here and resistance here, about $99 a share, or $100 price point right there. Previous support oftentimes acts as a resistance. That's where they're approaching now. that would be about a 10% gain up to $100 a share from their current price of 90. And that's still resistance they'll face. So in the short term, they do have that risk to double sell that back down into that overall trend, rising support back down to 80. That would be a 10% sell down. And they got that potential 10% upside to that resistance level around 100. So they're in an okay spot, kind of at this resistance as well, and not really fully reversing. But if they continue to, let's say, reverse back up around this $95 to $100 price range, then you're looking at that breakout and you're looking for that $100 level to act as a support once again, so that they can continue the run up into, those previous highs around 140, which would be over 50% return. So that's how it looks for NBIS on the technicals. Of course, risk to reward matters, and I would encourage you, if you haven't already, I have a profit calculator. We were just using it this morning in our daily live trading, where we adjust our margin for profit. We know what the price is, and we have a risk tolerance for stop if we're ever in a short-term trade. If you are interested in learning more about short-term trades, you can use this calculator as much as you want. It works best on desktop, not so much on mobile phone, but it works best on desktop. Go claim it for free in the first link in the description. And again, if you want to tune on into our daily live trading sessions, surround yourself with just under 3 dozen millionaires in our StockMate community. We have our live trading happening tomorrow morning at market open, and also you get a free t-shirt, and there's a holiday sale. It's not getting better than this. This is our best holiday sale available for the entire year. You get $200 off with the coupon down below in the description, along with the free t-shirt. So again, that's the second link in the description below to join our daily live trading. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Let me know your comments down below and what you think about NBIS. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.